Hey, this is Scott. I'm gonna teach you how to play Dawn of War. Last video I taught you the basics of the game, and I also taught you how to play Space Marines. I didn't do a complete guide on Space Marines, that would take like an hour. So let's just do the next one on the list. I'm actually not sure what the next one on the list is. I'll just keep doing the same map for consistency. Okay, so yeah, we can do Chaos next. That's fine. So fun fact, Chaos is by far my favorite faction. And it's not because they're evil, I just really enjoy their playstyle. So regular Space Marines, I'll edit this part out, so I'll explain it later. Okay. Alright, so this is the Chaos faction. As you notice, this building is the same as the Space Marines. It's a little bit different, and if you notice, if you look closely, it kind of moves. It moves in spots where it shouldn't move. Like the metal moves. So, anyways, besides the metal moving, this is your building. This is your builder unit. As you can tell, it's a lot different from the other builder unit. And honestly, you want to do the same thing as Space Marines. So this is Space Marines, but with spikes. So as you notice, a lot of these buildings are the same. So I'm just going to go ahead and start. So again, two of each. Oh, I got a lot of explaining to do.
Whatever you desire.
So I'll just let you watch the animation first.
Of course, master.
So I'm building a generator now. This will increase this number. I'm building a barracks now. Let me build my army.
We are chaos. Chaos is strong.
Here, I'll let you watch this, then I'll explain the rest of it.
We are chaos. Chaos is strong.
See, it's halfway done. And there you go. So yeah, Chaos is a little bit different from Space Marines, if you notice. More spikes, more, moving parts. So these are your new scouts. As you can tell, they look a little different. These are still scouts. I know they're cultist gods. I know they're cultist squads, but these are still scouts. So same thing. You don't really want to use them. You really don't want to fight with these guys. As you can see, their numbers are really low. So you want to do the same thing. You really just want to explore with these guys. That's their job. These are your exploring guys. Now I will say this. Cultist squads have a lot more upgrades than scouts. So this is going to take a while to explain everything.
Anything for the great powers.
They do have access to our armory,
We will
so let's get that
defy
going.
you here for the dark gods.
So same thing as Space Marines. If you watch my Space Marine video,
We captured it for chaos.
there's your armory. I'll let you watch that animation. So the armory, again, the armory is just upgrades. Okay? It's just upgrades.
My life
Okay?
is forfeit. My life is forfeit.
So so this is your barracks. You always want to make this first, because this is more important. You always want to make this first too, because this is really important. You always want to make this last, and I'll get to that later. As you can see, Chaos does not have access to health upgrades, and they do not have access to range upgrades. They do have access to other upgrades, and I'll get that later. Cultists have a lot, or Chaos have a lot going on for them, so it's going to take me a long time to really explain everything. So I'll just go ahead and start clicking stuff. So same thing, this is your commander. You want to make that first. And this is your basic squad. You want to make that first. Again, your Space Marines is your core unit. You want to make like 5 or 6 of these guys. And if you don't know what army to make, if you don't know what to click on, always click on this. This is guaranteed to be, these are guaranteed to be good. Okay.
We're here for the
Heretics.
dark gods.
They're your builder unit. They build stuff. They also have an ability called Forced Labor. I'll show you what that looks like. So I'm going to build the same building.
Yes, yes, we will work faster.
So I'm going to click on Forced Labor, and you can tell what it does. So you notice this bar is going across really quick,
Bless us, great
and that's what it does. Basically what Forced Labor does is it makes that bar go across quicker. This bar here. As you notice, he almost died. That's his health bar right there. That's what this does. So in exchange for making buildings quicker, he loses health. And as you can tell, his health does not come back. So this is like a one-time thing you can do. So something you can do at the very start of the game is make your buildings very, very. I can't express how quickly they can make buildings. These guys can make buildings very, very quickly. Again, you want to capture these.
Thank you, Master.
This will increase your income, which is the blue number. It makes so this ticks up faster, so you get money quicker, and it also makes it so these can't be captured.
We will work faster.
Now, the Chaos listening posts are exactly the same as the Space Marine posts, except they're black, and that's the only difference.
We will serve you, and in return,
Cultists can be maxed out. I'll max them out just to show you. You don't have to do this, but I'm just showing you. Again, you want to explore the map. So I'm going to explore the map.
How can I serve?
Yes, Lord.
Chaos Marines. They have The heavy bolter, same as Space Marines, and they have plasma gun, same as Space Marines. But this is locked off. They have access to Aspiring Champion. Aspiring Champion, I don't think he makes your squad better, but he is a very strong unit by himself, and he gets access to a lot of this is for your Inspiring Champion. Like, your Inspiring Champion gets access to all of this, basically. So you want to make Inspiring Champions because they have a lot of upgrades. So I'll just get that. Let's see.
But of course, Master.
That. Like I said, this is your core army, or this is your core unit. You want to make like 5 of these guys. So I'll go ahead and max these guys out. This is your Chaos Lord. As you can tell from the numbers, he's excelled at close range combat. He's your leader unit. He's just really good at close range attacking. He doesn't get that many upgrades. So basically, the way he starts out is the way he is for the rest of the match, for the rest of the game. He honestly doesn't have that many upgrades. His ability is this eye, which is this. He places down a physical object. It turns invisible and detects invisible. Actually, no, it's not invisible. Anything can kill this. This thing dies in like 1 hit, and you can have multiple of these. So when this charges back up, you can have like 5 or 6 of these. And what it does is it detects invisible units. So invisible units can attack you without being attacked. So basically, they make fights really one-sided, which is good. It's a really strong upgrade. So yeah, if the enemy has a invisible army, this guy here can
Take me to them.
take him
That I
out
may
pretty easy.
render judgment.
So here, I'll show you this. So you can have basically as many of these as you want. The range of these things are kind of big. It's like, I want to say it's like that. That's the range of this.
I am here to
Not bad.
lead you.
I really want to explain everything about Chaos, but I really don't have time. Let's see. I'll put these guys down here.
We will serve
Cultists
you,
are going to take me a
and
long
in
time to
return,
explain.
grant us the power of the dark. Bless us, great one.
So,
We serve.
okay, these guys focus in long range. They can also punch, but their punch isn't that good.
When do we attack?
So,
When do we attack?
put some turrets up. Turrets, these will turn into turrets, and this will boost your economy by a great deal. These are weapon upgrades. These don't really apply to your hero.
I am here to lead.
These really only apply to your... Honestly, these really only apply to your champions.
Yes,
So I'll go ahead and make a
master.
champion, which is this. This is your champion. And the longer this video goes on, you'll notice that the champion gets access to a lot of upgrades. These guys too can have champions, which makes this squad a lot better. They have access to this weapon called the grenade launcher. This grenade launcher makes them a lot better at long range combat. It does very little damage, but it stuns them. it stuns the enemy team.
Hear the voices too?
So basically what it does is it turns the squad into a support squad. So when you make a cultist squad,
We need
they start out as a melee squad.
We are under attack.
This unit's very good at melee damage. But when you get see, I'm fighting orcs. I had it on random.
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
See, they die really quick. These are level 1 orcs, they're just dying really quick. But they are scouts. These are your scout units, so you expect them to die quick. It's basically scouts versus an actual army. So cultists are a close range combat unit. So they are fighting close range. As you can see, a lot of them died. About 6 or 7 cultists died in that encounter.
Do you hear the voices too?
Isn't good. So, like I said, the grenade launcher turns this melee squad into a support squad. You can have this squad stun the enemy, and this squad here will attack them. You do lose out on a melee unit, but because these are scouts, they're really bad at melee. You can make these melee, but it's better to make them support. So I'll go ahead and do that, show you what that looks like. So here's the aspiring champion. As you can tell, he has better weapons than everybody else. You can only have one per squad, and they're pretty strong. I like them. So let's see if I can find this guy. See, that's a grenade launcher. I have a lot of points, so I'm gonna go ahead and start spending.
My life is
So let's make more generators.
Yes. We will
Generators
work faster.
aren't a big deal with Chaos. Because
My life
Chaos,
is forfeit.
they have access to a lot of really cheap
Yes. We
upgrades.
will work faster.
So you don't really have to worry about generators a whole lot. With Space Marines, you have to build like 4 generators at least. With Chaos, you don't really have to build generators. You still want to build generators for turrets, because turrets are never bad.
Whatever you desire.
They boost your economy, and they do good damage. So, let's see. So they get access to the grenade ability. It's a different picture, but it's the same thing. So they can throw grenades. It does the same thing as grenade launcher. It does very little damage, but it stuns enemies. I'll make one of these. This ability upgrades this, so I'll explain that later. This ability here will upgrade your cultists, which are these. These are your cultists. What this does is it gives them this ability. See how these things can detect visible units? That's what this does. But it gives that ability to these guys. So I'll show you here in a second. So you want to buy this. This ability here is 25 blue points. It's basically free. You always want to buy this, even if you don't want it, because it's basically free. I'll upgrade to level 2. I'll go ahead and do that. Just to get the ball rolling. In 17 minutes, I haven't really explained anything. Really trying to explain how the chaos works. Go ahead and make another generator, why not? Raptors, same thing as Space Marines. They do have the flamethrower, which technically makes them better than Space Marines. So they move pretty fast. They can jump over objects.
Travel faster.
So watch them over here. So watch them. You see them?
They will never see us coming.
See they got from here to here in like 2 seconds.
Fly
That's the
against the
power of
apex.
Raptors. I'll go ahead and max these guys out. That's
We shall
basically Raptors
strike
in a
out from the
nutshell.
skies.
These guys here are only really good at long range.
We must
These guys here,
kill.
these are your long range guys. These are your close range guys. So this is your level 1
What
close
would you have
range.
us do?
This is your level 1 long
We
range. Okay?
must kill.
So this is your ability. It turns their eyes pink, but now they can detect invisible units. So that's what that does. That's what that
My
does.
life is forfeit.
So you go ahead and make that turret.
Whatever you desire.
Just
But
go
a
ahead and start putting
horseman is
turrets everywhere, because turrets are always good.
Bless us, great one.
Um, yeah, you want a lot of these. You get access to this ability. This ability here is really cheap. This ability only affects
It is
this
as though
squad here.
1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
So a picture will pop up, and it will allow them to
Enemies.
move faster.
We need
And this is
enemies.
already your fast unit.
Take us to battle.
So
For
imagine a
our
fast unit
gods.
with a speed boost. They do get access to a flamethrower. I'll show that off.
Sanity is for the
I'm now
weak.
level 2.
Bless us, great one.
I'll start on. Let's
It is as though
see, I'm already at
1,000
20
mouths
minutes.
cry out in pain.
Bless us, great one.
I really have not explained it. I'm only on level 1. So
We are
here's your level
headed for
2
you.
buildings.
We're here for the dark gods. Thank you.
Now
Thank you,
Chaos do have
Master.
access to pretty good vehicles. So 100%. I would always make this. Your vehicles, Chaos has access to
Chaos
really good
Riders
vehicles.
ready to kill.
It's the same
We
thing, you
will
want
for
to
the
upgrade
hunt.
these,
Your
upgrade this.
will?
This ring down here, I think is an attack boost. Can't remember exactly what it
At your
is.
command.
Um, it's a champion. Champions
Yes,
are giving them the
master.
attack boost. So there's your machine depot.
Yes.
There's that animation. Chaos has access to demons. This is your demon depot.
Your will?
That's the animation for that.
My lord.
Now I can give them
Do
better
you hear
guns.
the voices too?
Um,
We
I'm not gonna
must
have time to explain everything.
kill.
You do have access to your second champion, which is right here. So I'll explain him when he gets out. Level 2, pretty big deal. You get access to this. This says your cultists and your chaos space marines get an attack boost. So basically, your entire army gets an attack boost. So you want to get this. Um, this here will turn your cultists invisible. So you can either have invisible melee unit, an invisible support unit, or you can have an
The
invisible long
true
range unit.
power is here.
So cultists are pretty flexible. So I would honestly buy this. I would buy this every time. It's always good.
I understand more than you could possibly know.
This is your sorcerer. Your sorcerer, I think he only has 2 upgrades.
If that is your wish,
What makes the sorcerer cool is he can teleport. So I can teleport from here to here.
it will be done.
What makes the teleport strong is he can do this. So you click this button here, you click over here, you can do that. That doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's still pretty good. You can hit like 10 people with that ability, which makes it good. So he's also really
The
good. If
ancient
you look at the
powers of
numbers,
chaos go
he's
where they
good at close range
please.
combat. So you want him to you want him in close range combat. Here's the heavy bolters. They're better than your regular bolters. Uh, so you always want to get heavy bolters.
Enemies! We need enemies.
Here's your smaller turret. I'll buy the economy upgrades. This will boost your economy by a set amount. This will, you click on this, it'll increase how much money you get. This one here will increase this number. This one here will increase this number. They're very expensive, so only buy them if you know you can afford it. To make the video shorter, I'm just gonna go ahead and go level 3. These are your level 2 melee units. They're level 2, but they lack the jump ability, so they can't do as much. They are stronger, but they're not as good, to be honest with you. So they're level 2, but they're not as good. The fist makes your guys better at close range. This one here makes it so you can have more guns.
Kill! Kill!
So these
This
are
is the
your
last
melee
time!
units. These are your level 2 melee units.
This errand is beneath me!
I'll max these guys out. So melee units are really easy to use. You just click on something and they'll just start hitting stuff.
This is the last time!
So that's your level 2 melee unit. Um, this is your demon portal. It's got upgrades and demons. So this one here is just a health upgrade. You always want to grab that. The health upgrade only applies to your heroes, which is this
Yes.
guy and this
What
guy.
do you want? Yes.
I did get the gun ability, so they have better guns now. See, the the champion is a lot better now. Um, this ability here is a health upgrade for your army, so you want to get that basically every time. Um, Vehicles, you got the Rhino, which is a transport vehicle. You can kind of think of it as a bus. You got your Defiler, you got your Predator, you got your Hell Talon. That's gonna take a minute.
Rhino transport reporting.
Here's your Rhino. This is basically a bus,
Chaos gods speak clearly now.
so you can think of it as like a bus.
Good! Back into the
That's what it
nest!
does. That's the Rhino.
Utterly destroyed!
Okay, I got the health upgrade, so that's what that looks like. Those arrows right there. That's your health upgrade. Okay, I'm actually losing that fight over there.
Clearly now.
Oh, I'll show you.
Their souls will be utterly destroyed!
Show you something. Okay, that's what that looks like. See, that's the grenade right there. This ability here says you do more damage. In exchange, you take more damage. So your defense goes down, but your attack goes up. So you'll start to notice a pattern with Chaos. They have a lot of abilities that will decrease your defense. They have a lot of abilities that will increase your attack. So right now I'm winning, so I'm going to go ahead and hit this. That's what the attack for this looks like. So now I do increased damage. In exchange, I take more damage. I have plenty of points, so I don't really care if these guys die or not. I really gotta start explaining things. I'm already at a half hour. So, the filer the filer is really complicated. So, it's your go-to melee vehicle. It's like a tank, but it punches. What makes the filer complicated is also a long-range unit. Like this. See that? So that's something that the defiler can do. It can actually shoot over things, like it can shoot over this wall, which is special. Hell Talon is your arrow unit. Chaos has one of the best arrow units in the game. Uh, it does okay damage against people, it does okay damage against vehicles, but it does insane damage to buildings. So this is your building destroyer. They have a bunch of turrets. This is your go-to vehicle. This is basically your turret destroyer. I can also spread poison on the ground. I never use it, but that's something you can do with it. Predator. Predator is your basic tank. Really good against people. You can upgrade it so it's good against vehicles. Has a lot of health. It's a tank. Not much more I can really say about it. This is... I'll summon these demons. I do have to get rid of people. So I'll get rid
It
of
is
these
as though
guys.
1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
It's fine. It's whatever. They die. I'll get
Do
rid of these
you
guys
hear the
too.
voices too?
Fine. It's whatever. Because these are your level 2 / level 3 units. So I need to show them off. This build here causes your enemies to flee when they fight these guys. This build here will turn your army invisible. Just the ones with guns. These ones. And these guys are your
It
strongest
is a
unit.
good pain.
So not only their strongest unit, but they're also invisible now. So that's pretty good. Can have these vehicles come over here. Okay. So here's your Possess Squad. This is one of the best melee units in the game. So these are like your level 2 melee units. These are your level 3 melee units. They're really fast. They do insane damage. And they're really hard to kill. They also have plenty of upgrades. So you'll see that in a moment.
Chaos is the only true answer.
Horrors. Horrors are pretty simple. You can teleport them. You can teleport them anywhere in the map, and they do long range damage, and they do bonus damage to vehicles. So this is your anti-vehicle squad. They are your demons. These guys are demons too. So there you go. It's your demons. Okay. This build here will give your demons, these guys here, flamethrowers. That's what this does. So you guys will have flamethrowers now. It's a permanent upgrade. This is your next health upgrade. That's all that is. This will give your hero. Where is he?
What do you want?
It will give this guy an attack boost. So this guy already has a bunch of attack boost bonus, and this will give him another attack boost on top of that. Now they have flamethrowers. You can't see them, but they have flamethrowers now. Chains of Torment. This is the ability for your
I
sorcerer.
understand more than you could
It
possibly
forces your
know.
enemy to stay in place for a short period of time. That's what that does. They can't. No, I think yeah, they can attack. They just can't move. I gotta build the level 3 building,
My life is forfeit.
which is this one.
But of course, Master.
This is your smoke launcher. It only applies to rhinos. So you click the ability, you click the ground, and it makes your army harder to kill. That's what that does. Here I'll show it off. So you click this, you click that. Now they have a defense bonus. So that's what that does. This is your level 3 building. This is your level 3 unit. Shooting unit. This is your level. You can equip them with teleporters. That's what this is. Teleporters. This is your level 3 unit, hero unit. I'll show you how that works. Let's see, I should get access to the next upgrade here in a minute.
Must obliterate.
Get the second economy upgrade. Obliterators, they can teleport too, so they can teleport them right here.
Enemies.
So these are obliterators. These are your level 3 units. They have both anti-people guns and anti-building guns at the same time. So they're good against people. They're good against machines. They're good against buildings. They have high health. The only drawback is they're really slow. They do have pretty good range. I think they can shoot up. I think they can shoot over here. Pretty good. They're really, really strong. They're good against anything. There's no real downside to these guys, except they're being slow. They are really expensive, so you gotta be careful about being expensive units. Okay. Chaos energies. This makes your vehicles tougher. That's what that does. It also gives you access to your level 4 unit, which is this one. I'll explain. Basically, you have to sacrifice one of your soldiers to summon him. And in my experience, Chaos has access to the best level 4 unit in the game. This level 4 unit does insane damage, basically unstoppable. Will kill pretty much anything. So that's your level 4 unit. I'll go ahead and
Do
show us
not
off.
trifle with me, worm.
So, Demon Strength gives your hero an ability that increases close range damage. So the guy who focuses in close range damage gets a close range damage boost. Corruption. What this does is this guy here
Yes.
can put acid on the ground, which will deal damage. So he has ability that stops people. He has ability that does damage, long range, and he has ability that puts acid on the ground. Chaos energies. And I can get my level 4 unit. Um,
What do you
so
want?
level 3, you can at level 3 you can do this. This is basically your ultimate unit.
Go.
So that's your other demon. This is your ultimate melee unit. Okay, so that's what that looks like. He gets access to this, which is a roar that knocks back people. This, he does damage in that circle. He gets access to this. So that's your damage boost. Access to this, which detects invisible people. So this is your
What
ultimate
do
melee
you
unit,
want?
and it does increase melee damage. Um, the tank from earlier now has access to anti-vehicle weapons. See, that's a flamethrower. That's what it looks like. I can do the poison ability.
Ready to sow chaos.
That's poison. That's what that looks like. As you notice, most of the army is close range. This is close range.
Yes, Lord.
This is
I am the
close
prince of
range.
the war,
This is
here to
close
pillage
range.
this land.
But their core unit is long range. These guys here.
The Chaos Gods speak
So they have
clearly
both
now.
really good close range units and really good long range units. So let's go ahead
Feel the
and
Lord
fight.
overtaking me. It is a good day.
So you'll notice the long range units will do long range damage, and the close range
The
units will
Chaos
start
Gods
punching stuff.
speak clearly now.
Um, what else I can do? Oh,
Yes.
this guy here can do this at level 4. This is level 4. That's your ultimate, like, ultimate unit. So as you can see, he's got 14,000 health. He does about 500 damage a swing. There's my melee unit at. My melee unit does 80 damage a swing. He does 500 damage a swing. Pretty big difference. He can also fly. So he's right here. See, you can fly. See how that works? You can fly over that. So yeah, let's go ahead and fight stuff.
What do you
Let's just, let's just go.
Enemies of the dark gods, beware!
Ready to serve chaos.
We're taking fire!
Sanity is for the weak.
That's chaos. I think I explained everything. I might have left some things out. So my level 4 unit just two-shotted a level 2 turret. It's kind of how chaos works.
Enemies. We need enemies.
These buildings should go down in like 2 seconds.
Chaos, consume us.
There's a fire. Really hard to explain. Here's a damage boost.
Sanity is for the weak.
Damage boost. The damage boost. And I won. See how that fight took like 2 seconds? That's because I have like a million damage boosts going on. So yes, that's chaos. They have access to basically everything. They have a really strong long range units. They have really strong close range units. They can build really fast. They have access to turrets. They have access to cultists, which can be anything. Close range, long range, support. They can detect invisible units. And they have many. They have a lot of ways to win the game. You can do your sorcerer. You can do your demons. You can do your tanks. You can have an army of tanks. You can have an army of demons. You can have an army of soldiers. It's really up to you. They have access to teleporting. They have access to acid. So that's basically chaos. If you learn anything, let me know. Thank you for watching. I think I covered everything. Yeah, I think I covered everything. I made a lot of chaos videos on my channel. So if you want to know what I'm talking about, just watch those videos. And those videos are gameplay, like me in a match. And it'll show me, like, fighting people and stuff. So that's chaos. I would say they have the best level 4 unit in the game. So if you're fighting someone, if the enemy team is chaos, don't let them get to level 4, basically. So if you learned anything new, let me know. That's chaos. I'll make more of these, and I'll end it here. Thank you.